Hey, good evening, everyone, and welcome to the March 24th, 2026 legislative session, Town of Ossining. Rise and join me for the Pledge of Allegiance. Flag of the Republic stands one nation under God, indivisible, and liberty and justice for all.
Councilmember Meyer,
Present.
Councilmember Manicchio,
Here.
Councilmember Floatawheel,
Here.
Councilmember Wines,
Present.
Supervisor Feldman.
Present.
Departmental report. We have three different departmental report tonight. The first one is the Police Chief Zimmerman and Lieutenant Andrew Majorano.
Good evening. All right. So for the first quarter of the year, which is January through now, and we're still March isn't done yet, so I don't have all the March numbers yet. Thus far, we've issued 72 parking summonses, 212 moving violations, and we've arrested 13 people. 53 of those parking summonses were issued in January, 17 in February, in March. And the moving violations, 97 were issued in January, 72 in February, and 43 in March. And again, March, there's always a delay in getting the information from when the summonses are issued to when we can tally them. So I would expect March's numbers to kind of more reflect what we did in January and February, but I don't have all that information yet. Out of the arrests that we've made, a bulk of them were for aggravated unlicensed operation, primarily vehicle and traffic enforcement on 9A. Few of them, one of them was for DWI, which involved narcotics, operating a vehicle under the influence of a narcotic. And that's something we're seeing, unfortunately, more and more of. We look to focus on that and curb that behavior. Beyond that, we had a domestic in January where a youth ran away from the house. We located the youth, which led us to the domestic and reunited the youth with the family, solved that matter. Pretty much it for the highlights of what we've moving forward. Obviously, the weather's getting warmer. That gets more people out of the house. There'll be more pedestrian traffic. School's out in a few months. So we're going to increase enforcement on roadway safety, including pedestrian safety. There'll be measures for we do like a block to box detail where we're top of Church Street here, which is village, but where we're focused on crosswalk safety for people who are crossing the street. Particularly, we'll be also working next month is Distracted Driving Awareness Month. So we'll be looking to issue summonses for cell phones, stuff like that, so that we're just trying to keep the roadways safer. Parks are going to be more populated now that the weather's warmer, so you'll see more cops walking in the parks. We'll be at Lewis Angle quite frequently. Probably see us on Saturdays and Sundays for the Little League games out in Ryder Park. But you should look to see more of a walking presence with the police department as the weather gets warmer. We want to be out and be where people are, hopefully engaging with the people in a positive way, particularly those kind of things, being visible in the park, being at Little League softball games and so forth. Kind of puts us, helps us to connect with the community in a positive way. We're also going to be stepping up our commercial vehicle enforcement, particularly on 9A, on the 9A corridor. That roadway is paved and nice now, and we want to keep it that way. We don't want the trucks too heavy driving down the roadways there. The first one of those is scheduled for the 13th of April. There'll probably be more of those forthcoming, but the first one is definitely scheduled for April 13th. Also, we're going to focus to keep the roadways safe. We're going to be conducting several DWI checkpoints, both in the village and in the town. I see us on 9A, stopping, with a checkpoint there. Those dates are to be determined for that. Beyond that, as always, as the weather gets warmer, we step up our community outreach. We'll be doing kickball with a cop, softball with a cop, coffee with a cop, movies in the park. National Night Out is in August. That'll probably be at the high school. We have like a touch a truck stuff, and we'll have our equipment up there in our vehicles and playing all the stuff that we do. Serving food, have bouncy houses and a dunk tank with a cop in a dunk tank and all that kind of fun stuff. And we're just looking forward to the warmer weather and engaging with the public in most positive way we can.
Questions. One, on your little Facebook tally, is the town included in that?
Yes,
Okay, just checking.
yes.
And I think the chamber is looking to do a revolutionary themed movie series. Are you working with them or is you having a separate?
I'm unaware of that, but I think that's a great idea. 150th anniversary of the country coming up. I think that's an outstanding idea. Maybe we could work with the chamber, and we have a gigantic movie screen. Partner with the Elks, or they have a better audio system than we do, so we steal their audio and partner with them and usually serve food. But I think that's an outstanding idea to work up towards the
Right, just
century
for
of the country.
as we're trying to look for highlights for our town for our 250
I'll reach out to the chamber.
celebration ongoing all year.
Yeah, I'll reach out to the chamber and try to coordinate with them and work on that.
Perrytown has a large gathering, No Kings Rally, Saturday,
Mhm.
28th. We're expecting a lot of people park in Ossining and Broughton and everywhere around to attempt to get there.
We're prepared for that. I know there's a small gathering supposed to be here. I don't know if that's going to turn into a large gathering here, but we always prepare for the worst and hope for the best. Have things set in place to coordinate with those functions. Safe function for.
Thank you. Does anybody else have any questions?
Thank you.
Thank you for all you're doing. Keep an eye on our glacier.
I'm doing my best. Yeah, I think it's huge.
Thank you, Lieutenant. The next departmental report for tonight, we have Town Building Inspector John Turquins.
Also keeping an eye on our glacier.
Hi, good evening. I'm John Turnquist, the building inspector. The building department is running efficiently. Girls are keeping me busy organizing various inspections, building, plumbing. There's decks, some additions. We're still getting solar applications coming in. Various repairs. We have complaints, small things, dumpsters or cars, traffic parked in roads. Traffic parked in roads, cars parked in roads.
Must be where the tickets are coming from.
We have been following up on this continuously, and they've been organizing me. So I've been repeatedly going out and inspecting things that were complaints. It seems to be getting resolved, where there's cars parked on the roads or debris in a yard, dumpsters, things like that. Let's see how it goes. It seems to be going smooth at the moment. Doing fire inspections on commercial properties, residential, accessory use apartments, yearly and then 3-year inspections. There's some court cases, some of them continuing and then some of them going on to other violations. Continuing with those, taking a much more different stance on it. Harder with the violations, listing more violations when people don't comply. I can get into more detail, show you what I'm
Just, whatever our code says
following the code and the New York State Building Code.
and the New York State Building Code. And repeat offenders get higher tickets, hopefully.
Yes. There's a couple of projects that have come through recently. Tour view, somebody's talking about putting a bubble over the tennis courts. River Knoll. Planning board items.
Sounds fun.
Worked on the MS4 with Pete.
Is that done now?
It is.
Good.
Yes. Fun. Other than that, no, everything's running smoothly and efficiently. As far as inspections, well organized. Okay.
Well, I know when, as the season warms up and the building gets going, I'm sure you'll be even busier, but thank you for keeping an eye on everything. And we inspect our accessory apartments once every so often.
The accessory apartments are every year.
Okay. And the fire inspections are every,
Fire inspections are 3 years and the restaurants are every year. Those are the commercial properties. The accessory apartments almost across the board are well kept, not overcrowded. I do check for that as well. Parking, debris or anything left out in the yards.
Thank you. Thank you for all that you do.
Thank you.
Thanks, John.
Thank you.
Okay.
The next departmental reporter for tonight, we have the assessor's office, Mike Fuziar. I think he's online.
Yes, hello, good evening, folks. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Yes.
Hello, hope everyone's doing well. Let me just share my screen real quick for the departmental report. Okay, so I have a brief report this evening. This time of year, we're in full swing on producing the 2026 tentative assessment roll that'll come out on June 1st. There are a number of things that happen to make that occur, but as we like to start out with our timeline, last year we did our reappraisal, but this year we're back 26 through 2029 on our annual updates that primarily consist of keeping our building records in terms of our physical characteristics for properties up to date using permits and field work. We use market-based trending, sales reports, and other industry data to keep our 1, 2, and 3 family homes, as well as our commercial properties up to date. And of course, taxpayer communication, of which we've had plenty the last few weeks. So we've actually made a lot of progress on reviewing market trends. At this time of year, I like to provide sort of a preliminary look at where our assessed values are going for June 1st. And we've had a number of very strong years of double-digit percentage increases. Last year was the first time it dipped below 10%. So we were at 7 or 8% on average increase in assessed value year over year. I am pleased to announce that we're hoping to see low to mid single digit percent changes. We'll get into that in just a few moments. But we're targeting an April 1st completion date so we can get our numbers off to the state of New York and receive a verification that we're on the right path for remaining at 100% of full market value, which is our goal every year. A review of building permits. We're out in the field. There were a little over 250 building permits that we had to go out on across the 2 villages in the town outside. We'll get that done, hopefully by the middle part of April. Update our square footage, our finished basements, any renovation or updates to homes. Try to get that in there. Commercial review. We've spoken with the state and looked at some of the local market reports. There'll be some modest growth this year, but probably not topping out more than 2 or 3%. Our taxable status and exemption filing deadline is rapidly approaching. We have seen an influx, a larger volume of homeowners, exemption recipients coming in to renew their exemptions. So it's really important for folks to keep the May 1st deadline in mind, whether we're talking about our senior citizens, firefighters, our veterans that would like to apply for the first time, or update their disability rating with my office. Please come see us, certainly by May 1st. We need a number of weeks thereafter to produce the tentative. And of course, this year, Grievance Day, it's always the 3rd Tuesday in June, but it's a little earlier. Each year, it'll move up until it resets to the 20s. But right now, it's June 16th. So it's really just a little over 2 weeks from June 1st to that 3rd Tuesday. As I mentioned before, residential values, while still very strong, when you put a regression line through those trends, we notice that there's been a little bit of cooling at the top of the market. Certainly values can be going up 5, 6, 7%. Because we were doing our best last year to capture the correct market value for properties, there's less of a need to have a large increase this year, we're hoping. So we're going to finalize those numbers in the next week or so, and we'll see how that shakes out. Again, our goal is always just to be fair and equitable so that, all of our properties are appropriately assessed. And naturally, any construction, we have plenty of construction going on. We need to make sure we capture that physical increase to value. Commercial, healthcare storage and apartment buildings, and there are a number of other assets that are doing very well. But retail and office, it muddies the water a little bit. We are seeing mostly 1 to 2% increases across the board. So we'll have to see how that looks once we're complete with the commercial valuation. And of course, onto exemptions. This is some of the best part of what we do because we're able to connect our population with the benefits that they are entitled to. Our senior citizens, of which we have over 500 current exemption recipients, we want to reach them, make sure they renew. We sent out over 9,000 postcards. You might have seen those in your mailboxes. Low-income disabled renewals, they're due as well. The volunteer firefighters and ambulance workers, nonprofit and clergy renewals, and of course, stars on a rolling basis. I just want to reiterate, I may have mentioned this at my last report, the state of New York has taken over more responsibility for the enhanced program, enhanced star being star for seniors. It's a significant benefit. We recommend that folks who are turning 65 this year reach out to the state of New York. If you have any questions about this, of course, they can call my office. We can connect you with the state, but they're the entity now that can switch you from basic to enhanced. They'll be able to run the qualifying checks on your income. And so I do want to mention that process change. For years, it's been my office, local assessor's office. Now it's up at the state level. And of course, staffing. We have our deputy assessor, Al Closey, after 20 years of dedicated service. He'll be retiring in June. Right now, we are working on a plan on bringing, an individual in who can pick up where Al left off. Big shoes to fill, but I think we'll be able to train somebody up, work with someone, keep the service going. Our part-timer, Jackie McMahon, who's been fantastic. I suspect that she'll be leaving in the summer. Noni Tori, we've got a plan for our part-time position as well. And then in February of 2027, we still have some time. Our assessment assistant, Sharon Palea, she will be retiring as well. But all natural parts of the life cycle of any office. We have succession planning, some training, documentation. So we're going to make sure that our services remain strong despite the retirements that we've got coming. And that is my report, folks. Thank you.
Can you just briefly go over what the new salaries are for exemptions for star or senior, all that?
Right, that's absolutely right. Okay, so for the senior citizen exemption, currently, the county, the town, the village, they've adopted a sliding scale where if the federal adjusted gross income is less than 58,400, seniors may very well qualify from anywhere for a 5% to up to a 50% benefit. If their income is less than 50,000, that's where the 50% benefit comes in off your assessed value. But there's a sliding scale from 50 to 58,400. And depending on where folks fall, that's where you'll see the 5 or 25% up to 50. For the star exemption, the enhanced star, it's a different threshold altogether. If you make less than 110,000 federal adjusted gross, you may be eligible for the star benefit. So we often have to remind our seniors, even if you don't qualify for the senior citizen exemption, be sure to reach out to the state. You may very well qualify for the enhanced star. They're two separate programs.
But for the school tax, you still have to, what's the school tax exemption?
So for the school districts, both Briarcliff and Ossining schools, I believe it's 37,000. You have to make less than 37, which is a much lower and older sliding scale that has existed for some time.
Okay, so if you make between 37 and 50, you'll get
You will not
town
receive it
and
off the
county
school.
and
Yep.
village discounts, but you will not get school tax discount.
That's
If you
correct.
make below 37, you will get both discounts.
That
Or
is
all
correct.
discounts.
Yes.
Okay, just clarifying.
Absolutely.
Thank
And those thresholds, by the way, are all up on our website because it's a little hard to, memorize all those numbers. Folks can find themselves on the assessor's page. We've gone ahead and we've listed it all out.
Perfect. So you can go to the town website, find the assessor's page, and it's all there with all the dates that you need to file by, right?
That's correct. And the applications and the instructions. But if any of it seems onerous, give us a call. We'll be happy to walk you through it.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I know how hard you work.
No, it's our pleasure.
Anybody have any other questions?
No.
Thank you for joining us.
Thank you. Have a good evening, folks.
Great. Thank you, Mike. Supervisor and town board announcements.
Okay. So, as the weather gets warmer and windier, New York State has declared a burn ban be in effect from now until May 14th. Spring brings a higher risk of wildfires, so it's important to do your part and follow the rules. For more information on the burn ban, please visit dec.ny.gov. AARP Tax Aid is running free tax prep on Thursdays in the Ossining Public Library through April 9th. Make an appointment, please visit freetaxhelpwestchester.com or call 914-353-0345. Jazz at the Lodge returns every Thursday night. Visit jazzathelodge.com for the schedule and details. Sustainable Westchester wants to remind everyone that the Grid Rewards program is free to join, and you can get paid by simply being smart with your electric usage. Visit sustainablewestchester.org for more information. Bethany Arts Community welcomes artists ages 21 plus, working in any discipline and medium, including visual arts, sculptors, writers, and more, to their fall multidisciplinary residence. Enjoy an environment where artists from different disciplines and walks of life can work common and near each other, creating opportunities for generative collaboration and cross-pollination. 2026 Fall Multidisciplinary Residency runs for 1 week session of 12 artists from September 22nd to October 6th. Artists are provided room and board, a private studio, conductive to the artist medium and/or project, 3 meals a day, and a $225 stipend per week upon completion of the residency. If interested, you can apply at bethanyarts.org. Deadline to apply is May 6th. Tomorrow night, the Red Monkey Theater Group will be performing Sherlock Holmes, Adventure of Beryl Cornet at the Boudars Theater in Ossining Public Library. First Baptist Church will be hosting a special Women's History Month event and fundraiser to help restore the historic church. Hear the complex story of Benedict Arnold's wife and enjoy tea and talks after the performance. The performance starts at 1 p.m. on Saturday, March 28th. The First Baptist Church is the one right in the center of Main Street there. The Grace Hall Spring Market Community Gathering is scheduled for Saturday, March 28th. You can expect live music, local vendors, and food. Be held at 7 Old Albany Post Road from 12 p.m. to 5 p.m. Greater Ossining Chamber of Commerce will be hosting an Ossining nonprofit expo on Sunday, March 29th, starting at 3 p.m. in the Grace Episcopal Church. Join to learn about volunteer opportunities and to connect with organizations throughout the Ossining area. Bethany Arts Community will be running their open house program on April 4th from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. Different exhibits, hands-on arts activities for all ages will be going on throughout the day. For more information, please visit bethanyarts.org. Please remember that Neighbors Link is a great source of information and community resource for our immigrant population. Please visit their website at www.neighborslink.org. Click resources, register, attend informational webinars about knowing your rights offered in both English and Spanish, and to find contact information for trusted professionals. As always, our Ossining Public Library will be hosting many events, crafts, meditation, tutoring, yoga, book clubs, and more. Please see their website at ossininglibrary.org for more information. And the Luff LGBTQ Plus Community Center has events and programs, resources, and presentations, all dedicated to providing support to everyone who is a part of the LGBT plus community, including virtual and in-person support groups and clubs on a multitude of different topics. Please check out their website at loftgaycenter.org for more information. For many more fun and interesting events being held locally, please see the supervisor's update on the supervisor's webpage. Thank you. Do you have anything else?
No.
Is it March 28th?
Big Bunny with the fire truck on March 28th, 9 a.m. And the schedule should be coming out next couple of days.
Okay, so keep an eye out for where the Big Bunny will be at what time.
9 o'clock start.
Thank you. Public comment on agenda items. Visitor are court of 1 4-minute opportunity to address the board on any of the resolutions on the agenda. Is there anybody online that would like to speak? Please raise the virtual hand. No. Okay. Board resolutions, approval of minutes, March 10, 2026. Resolve that the town board of Town of Ossining hereby approves the March 10, 2026 minutes of the regular meeting as presented. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor? Aye.
Approval of minutes, March 17, 2026. Resolved that the town board of Town of Ossining hereby approves the March 17, 2026 minutes of the special meeting as presented. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor? Aye.
Approval of voucher detail report. Resolved that the town borough of Town of Ossining hereby approves the voucher detail report dated March 24, 2026 in the amount of $351,270 and 96 cents. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Personnel, Tax Receiver's Office, temporary appointment. Resolved that the town borough of Town of Ossining hereby temporarily appoints Erin Zibelman Ossining to the position of the Deputy Town Receiver and the Tax Receiver's Office is effective April 1st, 2026, and an hourly salary of $20.40. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Proposal GSSB 7475 Actuarial Valuation Service. Resolved that the Town Board of Town of Ossining accepts a proposal by USI Consulting Group, Glastonbury, Connecticut, dated March 2026 for GASB 7475 Actuarial Valuation Service for fiscal year 2026 and 2027 in the amount of $6,050. And before the resolve, the additional projects, including estimates of the effects of plan changes, will be billed at the hourly rate of $385. To have a motion.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Contract Summer Concert Series 2026, Greater Ossining Chamber of Commerce, INC, resolved that the Town Borough of Town of Ossining authorizes the supervisor to sign an agreement with the Greater Ossining Chamber of Commerce, INC, 1 on Akron Avenue, Ossining, New York, 10562, for the administration of 2026 Food Truck Fridays event and the marketing of 2026 summer events to include Food Truck Friday Summer Concert Series and fireworks celebration for Independence Day. To have a motion.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Contract, Summer Contract Series, 2026 Sing Sing Kill Brewery LLC. Resolved that the Town Board of Town of Ossining authorizes the supervisor to sign an agreement with Sing Sing Kill Brewery LLC, Ossining, New York, 10562, for the administration of the craft beverage choral at the Summer Concert Series for 2026. To have a motion.
So moved.
All in favor?
Aye.
Finance 2025 Adjust and Close Capital Project number 2021-5229, 2021 Nutrition Electric Bus Nutrition Department. Resolved that the Town Board of Town of Ossining authorizes adjusting the 2021 capital project number 2021-5229 entitled 2021 Nutrition Electric Buses for the Town Nutrition Department with an original project budgeted of $207,311, funded from debt service of the $132,311 and federal CDBG grant of $75,000, adjusted to $232,000 I think it's a comma. Yeah, 232,311, it says on the chart. Okay. To recognize additional grant funds of $20,000 in traffic fund to general fund as debt service been redeemed in full and capital project is closed. Chart is on online and also is in bulletin boards and the clerk's office. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Finance 2025 adjust and close capital project number 2024-5252, 2024 highway pickup truck with equipment. Highway resolved that the town board of the town of Ossining authorizes establishing 2024 capital project number 24-5252 entitled 2024 highway pickup truck with equipment for the town highway department with an original project budget of 58,500 to be adjusted to 51,029.46 for expenditures and balance of 7,470 and 54 cents transferred back to the highway funds and close. Charge is also online and also available at the clerk's office at 16 Crown. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Resolution, Town of Ossining Open Space Plans, whereas in May 2022, the town board adopted a current comprehensive plan, which includes as the goal for open space and natural resource to promote access to regional connections between open spaces, protect and promote stewardship of environmental assets such as parks, streams, and wetlands, improve access to natural resources of recognition and public health benefits, and encourage the creation of new open space, and whereas in furtherance of the open spaces of natural resource objective and the comprehensive plan, the town board facilitates the preparation of an open space plan for the town by its planners Nelson Bohis with support from the town of Austin Environmental Advisory Committee. And whereas the open space plan seeks to identify areas for conservation and policy tools for open space conservation and connectivity in the town. And now therefore be resolved that the town board hereby adopts the open space plan town of Ossining, New York, dated October 2025, and before the resolve, the open space plan shall be circulated to the town of Ossining Planning Board, Zoning Board, and the Environmental Advisory Committee with the open space plan's goals and policy to be considered during the review and specifically in use application. And before the resolve, appropriate staffs and consultants shall prepare draft town code amendments to consideration by the town board to incorporate the open space plan's code recommendation. And before the resolve, the open space plan shall be available in the town clerk's office and on the town's website with a comprehensive plan. And before the resolve, the open space plan shall be sent to the New York State Hudson River Valley Greenway and the Westchester County Planning Board. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Resolution, declaration of surplus highway equipment, resolved that the town board of town of Austin hereby declares the following equipment from the town highway department as surplus. 2 turbo spreaders and 1 wiki sieves 11 feet snow plows. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
All in favor?
Aye.
They've served us well.
Monthly report, resolved that the town board of town of Austin hereby accept the following monthly reports for the month of February 2026. Dale Cemetery. Have a motion.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Visitor recognition. Visitors are accorded to 1 4-minute opportunity to address the board on issues not related to the agenda but the common relevance good of the town. Is there anybody online that would like to speak at this topic? No. Do I have a motion to adjourn to, is there exec?
And advice of counsel.
Vice counsel. Okay, so do I have a motion to adjourn to executive session for pending litigation, advice of counsel and contracts?
So moved.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you for joining us this evening. Have a great week. Look out for all the great events going on this weekend. Especially the bunny.